I wanted to squeeze in one more top 5 movie list this month before the beginning of another special event, and I wanted to highlight the big budget movies that appeared this year that haven't been mentioned thus far. What I mean by movie epics is movies with big budgets, big cast, big expectations, big everything. I didn't really like making this list because it felt too weird for me to compare movies that are in different genres, but I gave you my best shot, and here are my 5 favorite movie epics of 2021. By the by, I'm the movie guy, and let's start this list. Despite not quite returning to normal, 2021 saw a great deal of high-profile releases, very anticipated movies. There were new additions to beloved series such as The Average, Venom Let There Be Carnage, The Divisive, Matrix Resurrections, but my number 5 pick for my favorite sequel is No Time to Die, the finale to the Daniel Craig-led James Bond saga. Daniel Craig is the James Bond of my time. Sometime in the future when my kids will be asking me who the best James Bond is, I have a long argument with them because they're probably going to pick the James Bond that they were born with. It was time to say goodbye. It was glorious. The film had some of the best action stunts in the series. It was surprisingly emotional, funny as well. It wasn't the perfect picture. The runtime and the antagonist will likely never receive praise from anyone, but the overall package is a successful one. My 5th favorite epic of the year. 2021 was also filled with a lot of musical releases. I didn't think that much of this genre before last year, but now I'm kind of a fan of it. Steven Spielberg's West Side Story had me in awe of his handiwork, but I thought that the romance fell flat. Tick Tick Boom was a great personal piece from Lin-Manuel Miranda. Annette was quirky, weird, and fun. However, my favorite musical of the year was In the Heights. Emotional with great music and dancing choreography, In the Heights uses a beautiful color palette to paint a pretty bleak town. No one wants to leave in Washington Heights, everyone wants to get away, just like our protagonist Usnavi. Anthony Ramos gives one of the year's best performances as Usnavi, a boy who saves money to move back to the Dominican Republic where he wants to make a bar. Dancing, love, sadness, happiness, we experience them all in my number 4 pick. Westerns were also hot on the trend this year, which is perfect for me because I love westerns. I said that The Harder They Fall is one of the best movies of the year, top 3, but unfortunately it didn't make the cut. I love The Gunslingers and Old Henry, but I have to give the number 3 slot to The Power of the Dog. Slow-paced, filled with beautiful cinematography, great shots of hills shaped like dogs, and limited dialogue, it had all the tools to make me not like it. That didn't happen though. This is a powerful tale and it gripped me from beginning to end. I watched as Phil Burbank terrorized his brother's wife, her son, and without taking my eyes off of Benedict Cumberbatch's mesmerizing performance. It has already scooped up so many awards, and no doubt that it will acquire more come Oscar time. Next up, I want to honor the big scale of some films. Justice League Snyder's Cut was everything we wanted for. Godzilla vs. Kong was the first normal big movie of the year. Boss Level and Space Sweepers proved to be one of the year's best hidden gems. And Spider-Man No Way Home is one of the most ambitious movies of all time. They couldn't touch my number 2 pick though, Dune. Yes, it's just part 1, just the exposition of the story, a decision which may be for the best if Dune 2 is just as good as this one. Denis Villeneuve does it again with another fantastic epic that this time didn't bomb at the box office. Superb visuals, great performances from an overly stacked cast that includes the likes of Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, and more. Dune was a definition of an epic film. It has come to the number 1 pick, and here I'm just going to choose my favorite movie of the year. The Green Knight was great, but it was just not my cup of tea. Last Night in Soho was good, but not good enough. The French Dispatch, the same. My number 1 pick, my favorite film of 2021 is The Card Counter. Paul Schrader is a master at character studies. Taxi Driver, a film that he wrote, is one of the best ever, and The Card Counter stands shoulder to shoulder to it, in my opinion. Paul gets the best out of Oscar Isaacs. There were some incredibly intense moments, some that left a hole in my stomach. Will is a fantastically written character, something that is often hard to find, and that ending was bloody and cool. So in finishing the special event of the month, I did what I said that I wouldn't do. I made a list of the best movies from 2021. 10, in fact. It is comprised of the 5 winners of the previous list and the 5 films that have been highlighted on this list. I chose to do this because I really cannot compare the funny, fuzzy feeling that a movie gives me to the disturbing feeling that others give me. So I made this list and we shall call it the plot twist. So we have at number 10 Saint Maud, at number 9 Shiva Baby, at number 8 The Paper Tigers, at number 7 The Mitchells vs. the Machines, at number 6 The Last Duel, at number 5 No Time to Die, number 4 In the Heights, number 3 The Power of the Dog, number 2 Dune, and number 1 The Card Counter.
That's all, folks.
Let me know down in the comments what are some of your favorite movies of 2021. While you are there, press that like and subscribe button. Press the bell to get notifications every time my videos get uploaded. And until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.